Saturday, was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. I was at the Congress of Jim Clyburn golf tournament in Santee, South Carolina, and there was a brother who wanted a selfie, and he was walking around no mask. I was like, I said, you vaccinated? He's like, oh, let me go get the mask. So he went and got his mask. Then he came back and he was like, well, I'm looking at this variant, but I was waiting to see if another variant comes out. And I literally stood there and we had a very long conversation, me explaining to him the virus and how these things work and how variants go on and how we've had black doctors. After about 15 minutes, homeboy said, I got to stop messing around. You convinced me to go get this vaccine. There was a sister who posted a tweet a little bit earlier, and she said that because of our coverage, and she tweeted to me and Dr. Ebony Hilton, she said, because of our coverage, because of what we have been putting out, this sister said she is going to get vaccinated. This is why we have to keep putting out real information, Mustafa. We're going to talk about this a little bit later in the show. Same thing when it comes to climate change. We cannot allow these crazy people to continue to drive the conversation. Yeah, she goes by 11 Orchid on Twitter. She said, you two have convinced me to get the vaccine, getting my first dose tomorrow morning. We have no choice. We are trying to save lives. We simply cannot let these crazy, deranged people lead the conversation, Mustafa.
Without a doubt. I'm glad you were able to reach all those individuals that you are. That's why influencers are so incredibly important. Sometimes the influencers
knowledgeable influencers.
Well, this is true.
Right.
This is true. Without a doubt. I mean, we remember the AIDS epidemic where we had folks who finally started to come out and speak out against it. And to tell folks, to educate themselves to become safer and have better practices and all these different types of things. We got to have those educated influencers in this moment also continuing to share. And those are folks in our local communities all the way up to people that we watch on TV. And just like this show is so incredibly important in pushing and making sure that folks have the information that's so critically important. But we should just also call this out, that we have become very cavalier about death in this country. And individuals feed off of that and they utilize that. So we got to do everything that we can in our power to make sure that our people are educated, they have all the information they need, and we have to continually push them because we love them. So that's a part of our responsibility, is to try and reach each and every one of them to make sure that they get protected.
Back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just 1 moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.